Okay guys, second fly we tie the new Ahrex hook. As I said, I will tie a few models with you. They're all tried out and fished already, and they do work quite nice. So this is the 2.0. Last time we used the 6.0 hook. Just put a little bit of super glue on here and start with the tying thread. And this here is a really simple fly, really simple. It just contains like 2-3 materials, and one of it are these really cool Zonker strips, the 2 color paired ones from Pike Monkey. So we just take the lengths, and I really think the really good length is just cut them right in half. So I actually have the chance of tying 2 of these streamers, and we just tie a Zonker on top of it and just see where it ends, like that, you know, see where it ends, and then this piece we just put through the hook and just slide it down here. Really nicely covers the hook point. Forgot to put a little bit of thread on the of leather wire on the shank, but we'll do that now. So I'll just fast forward that, as it takes a little bit, but just place a little bit of lead in here, and then we secure the lead wire, as we can't reach it with the thread right now anymore. We just secure it with a little bit of super glue. Easy as that. So now we take some green, yellowish or chartreuse, what you prefer, Bucktail. I like to keep it a little bit longer here. It's just so we can get a nice volume in the head section, as the Zonker stripes, they do play quite nice in the water, but they're also quite slim, and I just want a connection from the Bucktail just dropping over here. And we also take a little bit of the Razzle Dazzle flesh from Pike Monkey as well. This is quite UV active material, you can see that maybe, so quite like it. Just take a bit of it. This is yellowish gold color. Don't have the packaging anymore, so don't know exactly what the color is called. And we just place that on top with a few loose wraps, and then we just move it a little bit around the Zonker, so it's actually spreading nicely around the material, and then we just tighten it. Can fold everything back. And just tie on top of the Bucktail. Tighten everything. So now we just get a few loose wraps to secure that the Bucktail is not rising that steep, but dropping a little bit further down. Like that. Build it up a little bit more, you can also use a little bit of super glue. I'm just doing it a little bit in an angle now, as I want the pieces from the belly just rise a little bit further than the ones of the back. So this is how I like it. Easy as that. And just So I had really loose wraps now here to build up this cone. I secured with a little bit of super glue, and maybe you can see that through the angle I put in the bobbin now. It's not straight, but here it's a little bit further back in the back, and therefore my belly is more flat and the back is a little bit steeper. So you can just, by the angle of your bobbin, you can adjust how the bucktail is rising. Then we take a little bit of the chenille polar reflector flash, just tie it in here, make a few turns. You can do a turn on top of it if you want, no need though, and just get it around. Like that. Take a little bit space here as we put in a little bit ripple eyes as well, and a little bit then monster depth for the head. So we got a little bit of flesh here just to cover the space, actually quite a lot of space. Then we take some ripple eyes fiber. This is my custom mix. It's actually what is it? It's olive, it's chartreuse, it's a little bit of orange, a little bit of gold. All these colors that look a little bit like the scales of a pike. So maybe just a little bit more natural looking fire tiger version. We just tie a good amount in here, like that. It just gives the head quite a fleshy appearance. And then just brush it back a bit. Just tie on top of it. Or try to tie on top of it, come on. Like that. So we have now quite bulky and fleshy head. We go with our scissors through it to just the fibers that are not straight and trapped in loops. We just cut through them. Really nice material for making bulky heads. And then we take some dubbing, just make a head, and we use the monster dub of course, and for the belly I use the Spongebob yellow. And for the top we use the dark olive. Just a fair amount, not too much, not too less. Just tie it on top of it, like that. Now I take a little bit of super glue. I always apply the super glue on the thread when I tie dubbing heads. Probably said that already 1,000 times, but only then you can really precisely put the glue in between where you want it, and without touching the fine hairs of the dubbing, and gives you the possibility to shape the head as you want it later. If you would have had now stiff parts in here already from the super glue, you would have problems of brushing the fibers back and also shaping your head. So we brush that out. It's just how it is. As longer you brush, it's better it looks. Really good thing here is with the long shank. So you have a long shank, you tie the fly in here. The hook is quite far in the rear, and what happens, the dubbing only goes that far and it can't tangle around the hook point, and therefore these hooks even works really nice with dubbing heads. So it's quite nice for me, as I like to tie with dubbing heads. And then we take a little bit of tear mender. Oops, that was a little bit much. So tear mender is in. Just move it a little bit into the material with the needle. Usually it's thin enough and run through, and then we take some E6000, which I work into the material as well because it dried a little bit in the tube, so it's a little bit stiffer than usual. And we just work it into the material. So, put some ice on. These are now 10mm ice, and we don't want to have a flat head, therefore I really use a clamp to which has a little bit more power than the eye tool. Even this small clamp here has a little bit more power even. So I'm using a clamp here to get the head even a little bit more flat, to put quite a bit of pressure onto the eye, and then it really goes to the left and to the right, just jerking a bit around, and it's really nice with the Zonker tail, as the tail is then really kicking through the water. So yeah, enjoy tying it.